a pave fait pradennu reter Colorado, quand yennouru a Hornog, pe pikerniu ar meneiu rochelek, e lies seurtre gwelet vaou ar stad e liviu flam. Neket ur souesta e terret fe ouspen pe varugen mili an adoristet bepla davel adeni Colorado. Bepla e tispinian er stad 90 mili ar da zolaru pez ara eus an douristelles industries penna Colorado. Nag an aventur treuji ar pondman, a souezus atra gwechalgoz vichen deus Mexico, an ar zo koze. Ar pondman, Royal Gorge Bridge zo besavet e vid an douristelles hag ur mel industriez earman e Colorado patigas 5 miliard varnugen a zolarou bepla ba kefiu a stad. Sevel ar pond da dos 300 meduel der a us da ster Arkansas, a dibouem a voe savet e pen kentan an tekvet kanvet e milion ou adud o deus treujet nan.
At some point, people started showing up here and picnicking on the sides of the gorge because it was just so beautiful. And in 1928, a Texas millionaire said, I can build a bridge across that gorge, and he financed it and he built it. It was the highest suspension bridge in the world, and it held that record till 2005. Oof. Yes, and it's still the highest in America.
Durango e ur gervi an 90 miladud e merven Colorado, met digemer ara pepla ouspen ur mili an adouristet. Un tammad aneo ave disachet gant an tren mokoz a dreuz ar meneiou a gwelet vaou dibar o vont varzu ker Silverton.
So unique, you know, just the history of it, nostalgia of it, the ride, everything about it is just fun.
We got married in Colorado.
It's up on the other side of the hill. She hadn't ridden the train before, so we thought we'd come back for our anniversary.
An douristelles e an industriez a implij ar mia adu de Colorado, ouspen 50.000 den. Micherio dirortoz avechou velini Isaac blenier an tren koz a raze tibouer c'hwezek la bremañ.
I'm fortunate. I was one of the few that grew up in the area. I'm local, so I grew up watching these trains. And when I was old enough to drive, my dad figured, hey, it's time for you to get a job. So I just applied like any other job and got it and just kind of worked my way up the ranks until I became an engineer. So.
Ar mardu oa besavet e 1903 varnugen, met an entouan zo kosor. Digoret oa bet e mileiskan daou a pe varugen, vi kas an aour a vije tennet diouz menglocho Silverton. Ur mardu o vont en dro gag glaou a vije implijet roi, betek un nebeut blavechou zo. E daou vil triwer e voe un tan gwal braz e pad meur a zunvez. Divizet e voe neuhe, ober gant ur mardu dre ziezel, rag re risk luzoar fulennou a strinke diouz ar glaou beo. Mon a ra an tren en dro, di boe ouspenn kantregon la, ebe an ebet.
The town of Silverton had a lot of mining going on, precious metals, and over the years that went away, but the tourists came to replace it. There was a big increase in tourism in the 1950s when the Western movie became really popular. So a lot of movies were actually filmed here, and that really spurred the public's interest in coming and riding trains like these.
Ar parko broadel e a zisaj touristet da Colorado dreistol. Rocky Mountain e un deus a lerc'hioù mateu ar mia a du d'estadou inanet. Nem asten a ra park broadel Rocky Mountain var 1000 pevarugen kilometrat karez. O trement dre welet va Westland mus a lies seurt. 50 km a weno genou a drement dre bradeier a kwajeier gwepin. Toulet gal lenno o skedi e traoù ar menechou. O fiker nuella o sevel da bevar 1000 pevarc'hanmet. Neket ur souesta e kafen varmaent tud deus en tamm pepler.
My wife actually, they came here at a young age, so we just kind of kept the tradition and brought me into it, and we brought our kids into it. So it's not Texas, it's not hot, just the woods, everything.
I just want to show my little brother because he's visiting, so I just want to show him what an actual nature looks like other than California. So.
We had a little mixture of the lakes up that way were pretty cool.
Yeah.
Along the streams and water, and
But we like mountains a lot.
yeah, the mountains are pretty cool.
We just hike, we don't ski.
Everyone, maybe once a year, maybe ski once a year
Yeah.
or so.
Yeah, we're from the Midwest though, so there's not a lot of good
Yeah,
skiing.
from Iowa, so.
The waterfalls were great. We made it up to some of the more alpine lakes, and they were fantastic. Just super glassy water and really peaceful.
Gad 900 gant kilometrat karez a gwajeier a lerc'hioù gwe emañ mi en arvar ar park broadel garisk lantan. E daou vilugen oa bet distrujet kanugen kilometrat karez a gwajeier gant an tan gwal. Dek dregant deus goread ar park. An tan gwal brassa a baoe ma zeus deus outan. E ker Nederland e kreiste ar park e meus emgaf gant Derek Abramson a zo pod an tan amañ di boe pempla varnugen.
Hello.
Hi Eric,
Bonjour. Hello.
how are you doing?
Nice to see you.
Thank you for welcoming us here.
Oh, welcome to Nederland, Colorado.
Thank you very much.
Today it's very green. It's early in our season though, typically, even though we see fire year round. Last years we've seen increased drought. It's very dry, especially towards the end of the summer. We started our year in New Year's Eve on the 30th of December down in Boulder, a little lower down. We had a major fire down there. 1,000 homes were destroyed. So all year round now. We don't say there's a fire season, it's a fire year.
Eric a ginnig din mon assemblez gatan en egamian davon var e droiad get er mene.
On a seatbelt.
Yes.
I'm here to help my fellow person make their bad day better, and that feels really good. And you know, I don't do it for myself really, but it turns out that it is something you end up having a lot of pride for. You know, the majority of firefighters in the United States are volunteer. We have spent a lot of years putting out all fire, and fire is seen as bad, and actually it is part of the ecosystem. It's very important to the health of certain species depend on fire to propagate. But without fire, our trees have gotten very dense. And so even though we have many, many trees and you look out over this big green forest, that's not necessarily healthy because there's too many fighting for too little resources. That's somewhere else in our county. So things are always going on. People are hurt and they need help, you know? So this is that reservoir in town.
Okay, that's
And-
where you pick the water.
Yeah, just you can see, yeah, if we have actually, if you look across, you can't really see it now, but that's where that other fire was. We were running helicopters from this to the fire, and it was very short, so it was actually really advantageous to have. We can have a helicopter dip into that. So I thought I'd show you this, just sort of a lookout over here by these rocks. If we want to just walk around here a little. And we have many acres of forest. If we see a smoke on a hillside, we can, you know, get up to a high point and take a look and maybe call it in. As you can see, especially this time of year, we're what we call greened up. But this will all dry out, and in a month or two, this will be a dangerous place if someone isn't smart. So wind is really the big factor. In addition, we talked about humans, but also wind is an issue as well. And when I started 20 plus years ago, a large fire was 40, 50,000 acres. We were like, wow, big fire. Well, we've hit million acres now on some of these fires. And so it's just, as we know, Mother Nature's getting hotter and drier and more extreme. And it's not going to be solved by one rainstorm or 1 week of rain. And that's the challenge people also don't see. They see it raining and they're like, oh, you guys are happy, right? I'm happy today. But if the grass grows 5 extra inches because of that rainstorm 2 months after, there's more fuel. I hope that our leaders will start to, you know, make adjustments and maybe we can steer away from this. But it's a long-term problem.